over a week since big organizational shakeup. How's everyone settling in and focusing in for the challenge ahead?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone was pretty focused in after Wednesday. Wednesday was a tough day for us, obviously, and a lot of changes and a lot of stuff going on, people trying to figure out. But it's like I said after the game, we had a really good week of practice last week. I think everyone settled in and everyone understands it's the NFL. Stuff like this is going to happen, so everyone settled in.
Kyle, what do you see from the Seahawks defense?
The Seahawks defense obviously it's been a good defense for a long time. They got a lot of good players. They picked up a couple good players in free agency this year, and in Clowney and Diggs, and they're playing well. I mean, I think they're 10-3 right now, so it's obviously a very solid team, very good team. They made some plays against the Rams. I think the Rams got after them a little bit, but they made some plays on defense. So it's a solid defense. I think it's going to be a good challenge for us.
Christian needs, I think, 274 yards receiving to become only the third guy ever to have 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving. I'm sure you're probably aware of that.
I was not aware of that.
You weren't aware of that?
I was not.
How eager are you to help him get to that plateau?
I'm eager to get him the ball no matter what time of the game it is. So however we can make that happen, we can make it happen. It's not on my mind during the game, but he had a lot of receptions last game. I think he had about 80 yards last game, and it always helps our offense when we can get him the ball in space, throwing or running. So it's always been a staple of our offense. 270 yards, it's a lot of yards in the last 3 games, but we'll see if we can make it happen.
Kyle, you were playing right all the way to the end, and I imagine that's what you want to do, whether you're up by 20 or down by 20. But can you describe that sort of, was that a symbolic drive at the end? You're down 27 and you end up scoring on quarterback sneak?
Symbolic or not, I don't know. I just go out there and play and fight, and no matter what the score is, no matter what it is, I always tell this to our guys on offense, it's no matter if we're up, no matter if we're down, whatever it is, we can only control what we do, So, we're not going to just go out there and lay down and, give up. There's no point in doing that. So, I think a lot of guys were straining that drive. A lot of guys were tired, but you've seen a lot of guys, nobody quit. Doesn't matter the score. So, symbolic or not, whatever, we're just not going to quit.
There's a history between these two teams. I'm wondering, is there any sense of playing spoiler and trying to ruin their season and take away home field? Is there any sort of discussion like that, or is it just not?
It's not really about them, I think there's a very good team, but I think we know what we can do as a team, and we know that when we've matched up against really good teams like Green Bay, like the Saints, we can hang in these games and we can win these games, and we're capable of it. So I don't think it's anything about spoiling their season. I know there's a history between these two teams, but for us, it's just about knowing that we can come in this game and we can compete, and if we do the right things, we can give ourselves a chance to win. So, that's what it's about every week, and I know coming into this game, there's going to be a sense of urgency, and there's going to be some great focus like there is every week, but especially this week because, we've seen what's happened the past couple weeks. It's not what we want to do. So, yeah.
Does it feel like a long time since you've won a game?
It feels like forever. It feels like I've been standing up in front of you guys after losses for a long time.
What's it mean to you that they've stuck with you through all this? Because in college, when you struggled a little bit or the team struggled and lost a couple of games, they seem to make a change. So for you, it's got to mean a lot that they've not made a change and stuck with you.
Yeah, that stuff's out of my control. This game's a team sport. A lot of guys have to contribute to win, and a lot of guys contribute to lose either way. So it's not really about me. If they want to make a change or whatever, they're going to do that in their own time. It's not my decision. But for me, I just go out and I try and put ourselves in the best chance we can to win each week. And I've tried to improve every week, and I've tried to get better at things every week, and I think there's things that I've gotten better at, and I think there's things I need to continue to get better at. But every time they tell me it's my time to go out in that field, I'm going to give it everything I got.
Hey, Kyle, this building, I think, can sometimes feel like its own little planet. What do you do to get away from it, to decompress, and to maybe mentally reset a little bit?
I spend about probably 9 hours, 10 hours here a day early in the week, and then Fridays we got a little early, but I just go home, hang out with my girlfriend, we just chill, watch TV. You definitely have to separate this from your regular life just so you can have some type of balance, but I mean, when I look at it, we started camp July 25th, and then we're eliminated from the playoffs, so we'll be done after the Saints game. You got these 5 or 6 months where you have this great opportunity to play in the NFL, and you don't know how long it's going to be. So I just really try and give it everything I got and try to be fully bought in and make this my number one priority because, I mean, most guys don't get to be in the league for that long. So, yeah, there's somewhat of a balance, but at the same time, it's fun to be fully bought into this because it's a short period of my life that's going to be this.
Some guys especially talk about weeks 13, 14, 15 as those really tough ones where, like, mentally you're very tired, physically you're very tired. And I guess I'm wondering what kinds of things keep it fresh? What kinds of things help get over that strain?
I mean, you just got to have fun with it. I mean, we've lost a bunch of games, obviously, in a row, and it's been tough, and I take these losses to heart. And you know, I ask my girlfriend when I come home after games, I don't want to do anything. I go in the shower, I go lay in my bed, and I just don't talk to anybody because this stuff means a lot to me. But at the same time, when we're out there at practice today, I mean, you just got to find the fun in it because, like I said, you're not going to be here for a long time. You know, Greg's one of the special guys who's been here 13-plus years, but you don't see many guys like that. So just enjoy it. I'm blessed to be able to be doing this, you know.
Are you an admirer of Russell Wilson? And
Yeah.
what particularly do you like about his game?
I mean, dude's just a winner. Finds a way to win. You know, I think when I think about him, I think to the playoff game against the Packers a couple years ago when he threw 4 or 5 interceptions in the first 3 quarters and then found a way to come back and win the game. I think that just kind of describes his game. Dude's a winner. He's never out of the game, and he's a leader. So I've watched him growing up. I watched him when he was at Wisconsin, watched him growing up throughout the league. So definitely an admirer of his game, and he's a great leader and a great winner.
Kyle, while you're focused on the next 3 weeks here, do you look forward to a time in the offseason when you can kind of take a helicopter view of all this and really kind of evaluate yourself over a whole season?
Yeah, I mean, there's a time for that. I haven't really thought about that, but I think there'll be a time right after the season where I don't think about football at all, and then there'll be a time where I evaluate it. But, I mean, right now I haven't even thought past Sunday, you know.
What's been the relationship with, I mean, you guys, it seems you're good friends with Will Greer, and you know, he's a rookie, he's not playing, you're still getting used to the league, and when you hear that chatter, you know, with possibly, you know, people on the outside talking about Will coming, what's the relationship between you guys been? How's that kind of been?
I mean, I think me and Will have both been around the game enough to understand that no matter where you're going to be, there's going to be chatter about who's going to play and who's not. People are always, when you're losing, the quarterback's going to get the blame, and when you're winning, the quarterback's going to get the praise. And we totally understand that. So Will's a really grounded dude. We both understand that. Me and Will got a great relationship, and you know, Will's going to get his opportunity at some point, somewhere. Could be here, could be somewhere. Who knows, you know. He's going to get his opportunity, and I'm going to be stoked for him. And he supported me through all these games and everything, and he's been excited for me too. So we understand that that's how the league works. And I think a lot of guys in a lot of quarterback rooms understand that, and the relationships are usually good across the league.
All right, thanks, guys.